regarding our grievances, we had handed over to him this week. So he was very kind enough to give us an appointment, and it was a very positive outcome. Now, we as residents of Fontainhas and Fontainhas have several issues that we put forward before the mayor. And the first issue was about that festival of Fest the Pope, which he agreed to, for the moment, cancel it.
Not for the moment. Yes, cancelled it.
Cancelled it, and not to have it. And he being the mayor of our place, he was definitely with the people of Fontainhas and Santomé. So we are very much grateful to him for this, what he has done. So also there are several issues which involve several bureaucrats. We go with a lot of sentiments that this has not to be done, that has. But he has told us the legal implications. And it involves several agencies, the collector, the police department, and various other agencies, revenue, and all those factors. So we will need to have another session among the members and come with a charter of things and solutions, where we'll have to present before him and sit before all these agencies, and then they will direct us as how they could go about it for a smooth and permanent solution to our issues. So
our main problems, the issue that we faced is the parking inside the residential areas. So what we have asked the mayor is that there should be a solution so that the tourist vehicles and all other vehicles which are not of the residents should be parked in some centralized area, which the mayor has agreed, and he says he will definitely look into it. The other issue was regarding the signages and other boards which are giving a wrong direction, and people are not able to understand what those boards are. So he's going to have a review of those boards as well. The sanitation part, because the tourists do not have anything, no slabs, nothing within the Santomé and Fontainhas area. So what we suggest is that there is a project of the smart city which is coming just across the Overhang Creek, and some solar arrangements could be provided on that side, so that tourists who are getting into this area of Santomé and Fontainhas have something before whenever they want to use it, they can go across and use it. So these are a few things that we have discussed. The other thing that has been discussed is about roving carts and some fruit vendors and all that who are stationed inside our area, which is not a good thing to have. Plus, there is some other antisocial elements who are seen there from morning till night every day. So we have discussed that as well, and he has promised that he will see that some action is taken. And probably, if law permits, and they may appoint wardens for the ward, which will take care of all these issues. Anyway, we have, as my colleague has said, we are having another meeting very soon with all the departments, concerned departments, with these issues, and we'll come to some way to sort out. And Mayor has been very helpful in listening to our grievances and agreeing to find a solution. Thank you very much.
No, there has to be a regulated system where you don't overburden the infrastructure of the area, and there should be also timing for these tourists. They come in, especially area has more of senior citizens, and especially during the siesta time, we all Goans are used to afternoon siesta. So that is the time when they don't respect the sentiments of the residents. It is more of a residential area, and business activities are always there. Wherever there is tourism, there is always this type of activities take place. But we also travel abroad, we also go to other places, but we don't behave like that. We respect the sentiments of other people, other places. So we expect the same from them. They should respect the sentiments of the people of the area, knowing it is a conserved and heritage area. There is certain amount of decorum and discipline involved. So that is what we want.
One major thing that the mayor has helped the residents is to cancel the festival, the festival of Fest the Pope, by what name that goes. So that is one assurance he has given to us, and that is, we are very thankful that he has helped us with that.
One more thing, you have spoken about traffic.
Yes.
Then what happens to your restaurants and all those?
No.
You want them to park far away?
Yes, we want them to park, because anywhere in the world, you can't go to a restaurant and park your vehicles close to the restaurant. So you have a centralized parking. We have suggested to the mayor a centralized parking at Pato, and that we have got footbridges coming into this area, so they can use those footbridges.
What happens to those restaurants who have specially kept this parking space for the...
Nobody has kept parking space.
No
Nobody
one has kept parking
You
space.
can't keep parking
Now the
space
question
like
is, we have to come to some way of working out. The residents, the establishments who are there, they also need for their personal parking. They require spaces. So all that we will work. The authorities will have to sit, and we will come with some plan. What Mayor says, that we should work something and present to him again in detail. We are doing that.
Best is to have a centralized parking, and then you have these buggy systems that come within the city. Whether it's for the casino employees or casinos, you park at a centralized place, and then you have these small buggies that you have that travel from one point to the other and move within the city. So that would be, I think, ease the congestion.
The whole
Avoid
idea
this.
is to have a solution to all these problems. The citizens, the residents are really disturbed with what is happening. So this is our purpose of meeting, is to find a solution to all the problems. Thank you.
Yeah, so they had come to meet us regarding a list of the issues facing their areas. I think the main concern is the over-tourism that's happening in that area. We have a lot of tourists who come there who don't behave well, who ask to use their bathrooms. They don't feel safe. There are a lot of issues that they had. So what we told them is let them get together first. Let them sit together, decide what it is they want. Let them propose some solutions also. I told them as per their request, we will bring together all the concerned departments to make sure that they can interact with the residents and see how they can resolve the issues. So most of it is, I think, is related to the traffic and to the police department, and mostly and photography is an issue. So based on their request, we'll hold a meeting with all the concerned departments, and we will check and see what the next step is.
But Rohit, don't you believe that most of these businesses are guest houses, Airbnb, and these tourists do come with this rented a car or rent a bike. They park in those areas. So how would you cope up with that?
Mostly the engineers premises he has given.
Yeah, I know.
Business is that only.
See, that areas are very popular now because of Instagram and social media. That area has become a very popular area.
So these are the people who have done this business.
No, that is one thing. Fine, you can have your business there and there is no issue. What I'm saying is, as a tourist, you have a basic sense of dignity also. No, you don't put your foot up against somebody's wall. You don't randomly enter somebody's house. You don't. There are so many residents now who have one thing. Resident was telling me that they put their phones inside the residents' homes to take videos of their houses. They think it's like a theme park and all, which is not true. There are actual residents who are living in that area. So they have to have a basic sense of respect and decency. So now government is promoting tourism, that's good in a way also, but there are consequences be done to help these the residents.
So think about restaurants. There are a number of restaurants there. Where tourists come.
Yeah, that has become a commercial area and everything also.
Yeah, this has been one of the grievances. How can you stop that?
So that again, now I cannot stop somebody from starting their own thing also. See, now there are businesses, they need to thrive, they will promote the area also, it's an issue. See, our issue is not, see, now even when we go abroad also, we behave well, even though there are restaurants in the area and all, we know how to act accordingly. What I'm saying is, there has to be some sort of, see, either the police or either us or either somebody else has to deploy a force to actually, like a liaison between the officials and between the tourists that come to actually tell them how to behave and all. A lot of people think that residents don't live in this area, either through promotions or whatever it is through social media. No, that is not the case. The people generally have a lot of problems that need to be resolved also.
One more thing, they said they don't want to have the festival also.
Yeah, so that festival now is based on the wishes of the people. Now, if they want to have it, we won't have it. That is not a problem also. See, they had requests now. See, for example, now, if you go to that area now, they have tourists who start coming there at 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning for photo shoots. Now, if you all were living in that area also, you all wouldn't want no drones flying over your house, people shooting outside your doorstep. And everyone else, we're all locals also, no? The moment we have tourists outside our place, we get irritated also. What I'm saying is now there has to be enforcement in terms of behavior of tourists. That is it. They are not saying don't ban tourists from entering the place. Just have that basic decency to not harass them. Now, for example, there are a lot of tourists that come there between 2:30 and 3:30 and they're all senior citizens. Now, they also need to rest. They are all retired. They want to have a peaceful life. The tourists don't let that happen. I'm saying that should be regulated in a sense.
Who will keep a check on this?
So that is why now, next week we're having a meeting of all the departments. We're calling police, traffic, we'll speak to collector and everybody else to make sure. Then let the residents speak to every department, let all the departments put forward their thing also now. What can be done, what cannot be done. Yeah, tourism, government is promoting tourism also. They also have a stake in all of this. The tourism also should be present. They should also understand what the effects of over-tourism can do to the state also.
CCP is deploying any person there?
See, as of now, I have to check what is legally correct also. They let them present their ideas also. Now, they have already met the minister also. Let them present their ideas. If it is possible for me to do, I don't mind doing it also. It is not a problem from my side. But we'll wait and see what they have to say first.
Time bound कर सकते हैं tourist.
See, so now they will get back to me next week or whenever it is said. They'll take 1 week for all of them to get together, present the issues, come up with a detailed list of demands. Once that is there, we'll have a meeting with all the concerned departments and all are invited to come also. Let them present their thing and whatever is possible we'll get done. See, we want to find a permanent solution to the problem also. It's very irritating for these people and irritating for us also.
But commercial premises is what will
There are a lot of
because of that people are coming.
Understood. That and also even if there are no commercial thing also the people think that it's like one of those sites they can just walk through. Like in Saint Sebastian, in that area there are no restaurants in that one road, but people walk into people's houses and everything also. No, so these people also need to be taught that it's not correct to get any of this done. See, ultimately they are locals. We have to stand by them in whatever, and they are residents also, so we have to stand by them.
But one more thing is that one way government wants to promote tourism. You feel tourism should not be promoted that side?
Where?
Those
See,
areas.
tourism should be promoted in a very sustainable kind of way also. No, if saying you want a lot of people to come but then not having adequate thing to take care of the needs of the locals also is not correct. Especially in these areas, it's a very small area. See, that is what matters. 3 lanes and all, and that whole area is over. But if you have 1,000 people coming there every day, it's not possible to handle it. No. So if you're promoting tourism, something needs to be done in terms of being able to actually control the flow of tourists also. No. That is what should be done.
One demand was to declare it as no motor zone.
See, that has already been done. It already is a non-motorized zone. Now the only problem they're having is with enforcement. So that is why we want all the concerned officials to be there. So let the residents themselves talk.